Now on CoastTV News.
This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. The real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people.
Defiant after verdict, we look at the unprecedented trial and its verdict, along with what's next for former President Donald Trump.
It's a cool and mainly clear start to the day for Delmarva. High pressure is building in, meaning a beautiful Friday, and the nice weather continues into the weekend. Details coming up.
OT for OCPD. Overtime hours are up for Ocean City Police. The increase compared to last year, and the reason being cited by town officials.
Eastern Shore search, the manhunt that put into action several law enforcement agencies up and down Route 50 on Thursday.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It is Friday, May 31st, 2024. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
Yeah, Paige, it is the final day of May. Yes. We're heading into the weekend. Boy, what a rough week. So many days I worked this week.
You were here three
out of the 5.
Okay.
That's better than 50%.
I bet a lot of people were off this whole week. They just
I bet they weren't. I think they were at the beach. They were crowded the last couple days.
Yeah, although it was really nice. I was in Rehoboth Beach last night, boardwalk, beach area, taking a walk around the evening time, and it just kind of felt like, okay, summer's back.
Yes.
You know, it felt good.
I'm loving this.
Oh,
yes.
It's the best, yes. So I think we're in for a good weekend, but we're bringing in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahi. Bob, as long as nothing has changed since yesterday, we're looking good.
Looking good, and guys, I wish I was a famous TV personality and got to work 3-day work weeks. Yeah, maybe someday. Look at these temperatures this morning in the 40s in Redden, 48. You need the jacket out the door. 52 in Salisbury and Delmar, 54 in Milton, and then lower 60s along the coast from Rehoboth to Ocean City. So it's a cool morning. And on top of that, a bit of a northwest breeze, a little stronger at the beaches. We had a few clouds earlier this morning, but now we're looking at clear skies. A few showers offshore off the mid-Atlantic and the Carolinas. Otherwise, it's high pressure building in. A gorgeous into the month of May and lots of sunshine, and we're seeing temperatures quickly warming through the 60s mid-morning. By noon, 60s and low 70s inland and slightly cooler at the beaches, and then by this afternoon, just glorious. We're looking at temperatures around 73 to 75 degrees for inland areas, lots of sunshine, and maybe upper 60s from Fenwick Island to Dewey Beach. So we're looking at a beautiful afternoon, and make sure you have the coat or the light jacket for this evening. Will be a little cool, but lots of sunshine, a beautiful end to the week. May's ending beautiful. June will start nice. I'll have your weekend forecast and talk about the return of humidity and some heat coming up in just a bit.
All right, thank you for that, Bob. Donald Trump, the former president and presumptive 2024 Republican nominee, was convicted on Thursday on 34 felony counts for falsifying business records.
It's a trial full of conflicts, including the judge, who's actually a donor to President Biden. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us how both politicians and voters are now reacting to this historic verdict.
Former President Donald Trump found guilty of all 34 counts of falsifying business records, marking the first time a former president has been convicted of a crime.
This was a rigged, disgraceful trial.
Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg brought the criminal charges against Trump.
I did my job. Our job is to follow the facts and the law without fear or favor.
Former Trump attorney Michael Cohen was a key witness in this trial. He testified that Trump knowingly made payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels in an effort to cover up an alleged affair before the 2016 election.
It's accountability. It's exactly what America needs right now.
Republicans are rallying around their presumptive GOP nominee.
I can't believe the hoax, this sham, this absolute injustice justice system.
In a statement, the Biden campaign said it respected the rule of law. Both presidential candidates are using Trump's legal battles to gain support. Americans are divided over the former president's conviction.
I think that if we have a president that could possibly be a felon, I don't think that's good for the country.
I'm not sure that it might sway it a little bit for Trump because of us seeing how unfair that was to him.
Voters will have their say in November. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Former President Trump will be sentenced on July 11th. That is just 4 days before the Republican National Convention.
And a lot of Republican lawmakers, they've come out and derided the verdict. Some saying, like Senator Tim Scott, calling it a sham. Others, like Speaker of the House Mike Johnson, calling it purely political. Former Governor of Maryland, Larry Hogan, running for Senate in Maryland, he's taking a different route. He's a Republican. He's also been a vocal Trump critic, and he tweeted, "Regardless of the result, I urge all Americans to respect the verdict and the legal process. At a dangerously divided moment in our history, all leaders, regardless of party, must not pour fuel on the fire with more toxic partisanship. We must reaffirm what has made this nation great, the rule of law."
And while the unprecedented case is the first time a president has been convicted of a crime, Trump is not alone when it comes to legal trouble. According to National Public Radio, in 1974, then President Richard Nixon was named an unindicted co-conspirator. That was in regards to the Watergate scandal that included burglaries and illegal wiretaps. And then in 1998, the House approved 2 articles of impeachment for then President Bill Clinton. One article was for perjury, another for obstruction of justice.
While all this is happening, President Biden arrived in Rehoboth Beach Thursday. It was the scene at Gordon's Pond we're going to show you. Marine One landed with President and the First Lady, Jill Biden, on board. Today, Biden's making a day trip back to the White House, but he's going to be back. He's expected to return for this evening and then for the rest of the weekend.
Crews battled a massive barn fire in Massachusetts. This was last night. You can see these huge flames on your screen right now. Just take a look at that. The 6-alarm fire engulfed several buildings, including a horse barn. The flames reportedly shot 40 to 50 feet in the air. Nearly 24 horses were taken to safety.
Construction is underway on Collins Street in Bethany Beach. The point of this project is to create walking and biking lanes, all in an effort to keep people safe. CoastTV spoke with the mayor there, who says the goal of the project is to keep people away from cars. The mayor also saying when Collins Street is done, it'll resemble bike and walking lanes like on Cedarwood Street. Some neighbors still have concerns about the project, while others told us that they're really just annoyed with the noise and the gravel on the road, but all in all, they think it'll benefit the area.
It's a very heavily used pathway for pedestrians. The whole street is. People come from Bethany West and Turtle walk down Collins to Kent, over to Wellington, and over to the beach.
And the town says they will work with neighbors, but a lot of the street parking people used was actually town property, and no one's private property is being taken. The town does expect the project to be done on June 14th.
This morning, a Somerset County man is facing a murder charge after a deadly hit-and-run crash in Wycomico County earlier this year. Maryland State Police say 27-year-old Jamal Scarborough swerved to go around a work zone before driving into a ditch where he ran over a utility worker who was on the ground. That worker was 64-year-old Thomas Adix of Dover. He died a few days later at the hospital. Scarborough currently being held without bail, facing charges including, but not limited to, second-degree murder, first-degree assault, and criminal negligent vehicular manslaughter.
This morning, law enforcement in Maryland saying there's no imminent threat to the public after a manhunt in Wycomico County, but we do have a recap of the events that unfolded. So our Coast Copter captured police responding to suspicious activity Thursday morning. It was at 4:14 a.m. Easton police responded to the Hertrick Chevrolet on Route 50. That's where they spotted a white Chevy Silverado leaving the area. At 4:25, they stopped the truck, found a broken window and police gear inside. They arrested the driver. But another suspect ran into the nearby woods. Police couldn't find that person. At 6:26 a.m., a 2024 Chevy Traverse was reported stolen from Hawks Hill Road that was later found in Hebron. Now, it is believed that was the same man who ran from the Easton stop, but no indication yet if that suspect has been caught.
And also this morning, Delaware State Police will continue efforts in searching for a suspect in a shooting. This was in Seaford. It was Wednesday night. State police say 2 people fired shots at a home on Kelly Circle. They heard a 15-year-old girl. She was shot in the foot. She's now in the hospital. No one else was hurt.
Ocean City first responders worked a lot this year, according to an audit presented to council. When they compared March 2023 to March 2024, the Ocean City Police Department had 720 extra overtime hours. Ocean City Police think there's 2 reasons why. 1, court dates that officers were required to attend for cases. And 2, OCPD says more officers take vacation in the earlier part of the year since they need to be working during the busy season. But one local wonders if the overtime is caused by overstaffing.
I think it's excessive when I see somebody pulled over that obviously poses no threat, but 2 or 3 police cars will be on the scene of it. and I wonder if that's the best use of their time.
One council member expressed a concern on why there was such a big jump in overtime and suggested future conversations to find out why and what's next.
Okay, so after hearing all this, we're going to go to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how should Ocean City address the issue of rising overtime hours?
58% of you say hire more staff. That's something I know they've been trying to do, is get more people to join. So if you're interested, you should contact OCPD. 37% of you improve management. 5% of you say increase the budget. If you haven't voted yet, you still can. Go to coasttv.com or our mobile app. In Milford, property owners, they'll be seeing a slight increase in their electric rates. Starting June, electric rates in the city will increase by 2.4%. City says the adjustment is a result of rising market costs. To manage these costs, the city is recommending using energy-efficient practices like insulating windows and regular HVAC maintenance. All right, well, we're just getting started this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, coming up, a new park in Ocean season opens ahead of peak season along the coast. We'll tell you all the features you can expect.
Also ahead this morning, wind farms winding people up along the coast. We'll tell you about another information session set for next month.
And free tax filing set to expand in the U.S. We'll tell you how many people are expected to make the switch next year. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount. So it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now.
Life is all about choices.
And on Delmarva, we know you have a lot of country music stations to choose from.
Well, at Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3, we believe we do more of what you want.
And playing stuff that we love too, like Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen?
Lainey Wilson.
Lainey Wilson.
Plus all the good stuff too, Reba, Brooks and Dunn, Garth, and all the classics in between.
So we're issuing the Coast Country Challenge.
Tune us in for a week and we're sure when you'll accept the challenge,
you'll feel Delmarva proud too.
Prepare for an adrenaline rush like never before. Delmarva Sports Network is your destination for all the heart-pounding action of spring sports. From breathtaking strikeouts to awe-inspiring goals. Dive into the world of baseball, softball, boys and girls lacrosse, and girls soccer. DSN, where hometown heroes transform into legends and where champions are forged. Don't miss a single moment of unforgettable action. Delmarva Sports Network. Local teams, big dreams.
5:13, what a gorgeous way to round out the month of May. Looking at our Bay Health cam right now, Milford 56, beautiful blue skies. It's cool out there. You need a jacket out the door, especially in Redden, 48 right now. But we're looking at milder conditions along the coast, lower 60s from Bethany Beach to Rehoboth. Millsboro right now, you're at 56. We do have a northwest breeze adding a little bit of a chill to the air. Looking at a lot of clear skies right now with high pressure. Some clouds and showers off to our south off the Carolina coast, but high pressure is protecting us. That means a beautiful day. And Matt, that means another great putt by yours truly. In fact, an excellent putt. I'm on a roll. I'm like butter. Here's your golf forecast. Abundant sunshine, quite pleasant, and 75 degrees.
Stole my transition. I was going to use that you were on a roll line, but you stole it from me. All right, well, we move on. In traffic news, DelDOT has announced Gravel Hill Road is closing between Dock Frame and Route 24 in Millsboro. This is the area that we're showing you on your screen. And this road will be closed Monday, June 3rd to June the 5th. This is for the installation of a crossroad pipe. Got another road closure for drivers to look out for in our area, talking about North Walnut Street in Milford. And that will be closed also next week. That's happening from June 3rd to June 7th between Route 113 and Buccaneer Boulevard. This closure is needed for water main work.
After testing it out in just 12 states, the Internal Revenue Service says it's going to be expanding its free online tax filing program in 2025. So this means direct file will be available to taxpayers with certain simple federal returns in all 50 states and in D.C. For next year's expansion of direct file, $75 million has been budgeted. That could change depending on how many people actually use it. Jeep has revealed its first fully electric vehicle for the United States. The Wagoneers is an SUV that has a sleek, more aerodynamic shape than the gas-powered Jeep Wagoneer Model S that's sold now. And since Jeep's trademark 7-slot grille isn't needed to cool a gas engine, the grille will light up instead. That actually sounds pretty cool. The Wagoneer S will be available to go more than 300 miles on a fully charged battery. That's going to be before you, of course, need to recharge it. Don't forget to charge your vehicles, people. Still ahead this morning, wind farms, a hot topic on Delmarva. We're telling you an information session in Ocean City where you can express your views.
A shot of Lightship Overfalls on our Irish Eyes Cam and Lewis. Beautiful conditions, a little breezy out there. It's a cool start to our Friday. A gorgeous end to the month of May with sunshine and 70s. June starts great as well. I'll have your weekend forecast coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
On Coast Life, meet our adorable pet of the week and discover how you can give them a forever home. Plus, get the latest on the current real estate market and learn about an upcoming community event to raise awareness about mental health issues. Today at 4 on Coast TV.
Intruders are more likely to target homes with dark zones. Take the bullseye off your house and turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a high-tech security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. During the day, it's disguised as a high-tech security camera. It's completely wireless and installs in just seconds. Powered by solar panels, no batteries needed. It adjusts a full 360 degrees. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. But wait, we can also include a second one. Just pay a separate fee. Plus, we'll give you free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. So call 1-800-316-1548 or go to buybionic360.com.
Life is all about choices.
And on Delmarva, we know you have a lot of country music stations to choose from.
Well, at Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3, we believe we do more of what you want.
And playing stuff that we love too, like Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen?
Lainey Wilson.
Lainey Wilson.
Plus all the good stuff too, Reba, Brooks and Dunn, Garth, and all the classics in between.
So we're issuing the Coast Country Challenge.
Tune us in for a week and we're sure when you'll accept the challenge,
You'll feel Delmarva proud too.
On the next Tamron Hall, are dating apps dead? She says things have gotten so bad she had to delete all of her dating apps multiple times. And he was so disappointed with online dating, he created an app where you can match with only him. I'm number 71 on your dating list? Plus, is it true that some apps are hiding their best singles behind a paywall?
What it will do is hide people that they know you're interested in.
The shocking truth, next Tamron Hall.
Friday at 3 on Coast TV.
Next extra, hot off wowing in Cannes, Demi Moore, how she's soaking in her career comeback and eyeing an Emmy with her role in Feud. Then when Gypsy Rose met Kim Kardashian. Next extra.
Today at 11:30 on Coast TV.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Are showing you a live look of Milford. Boy, nice, clear, somewhat cool morning near the banks of Mississippi. As Bob, the weekend vibes, they've already kicked in, at least on this side of the studio.
And this side of the studio as well, Matt. And it is a crisp Friday morning, shall I say. We've got some areas in the upper 40s. We'll take a look at those current temperatures coming up. But it's going to be a beautiful day, as Matt alludes to, a Joe Nichols 75-degree day, something like that. That's what we're expecting today. Average high is 78, just a glorious way to end the month of May. And June is starting just as nice. A little warmer, however, 81. 81. Humidity still held in check. And then the humidity starts to come back on Sunday. 82, 80 on Monday, and then 79 on your Tuesday. And looking at that muggy meter, we are in the comfy range, especially today into much of Saturday. You can see that line is basically right along the bottom of our chart. And then it starts to come up a little bit into the muggy range later Sunday into Monday. Dips again Monday and Tuesday, and then it's back into the muggy range again by Wednesday. Temperatures out the door. Look at this. Red and 48, but we've got lower 60s from Lewis down to Ocean City. 52 in Delmarva, Millsboro at 56. So temperatures do vary across the area, and winds are coming out of the northwest, a little stronger along the coast right now. And we had a few clouds earlier, but a beautiful crescent moon and lots of clear skies. Just a few showers off of the Carolina coast, but we've got high pressure building in from the west, sprawling high pressure from the Great Lakes all the way to the southeast. So a huge chunk of real estate seeing the clear skies. The inclement weather, so to speak, is across the plains with clouds and showers. Futurecast this morning is clear. You're looking fantastic, and make sure you have that light jacket. Warming from the 50s into the 60s by noon, lower 70s inland, upper 60s along the coast, and I think we're in the mid 70s most areas by this afternoon, but along the beaches, Fenwick Island and Dewey Beach, maybe only upper 60s for you. Headed out this Friday evening, make sure you have a jacket. We're looking at temperatures falling from the 60s into the 50s. Another cool start on your Saturday morning in the 50s, and then by noon tomorrow into the upper 70s. I think we're going to be topping out in the low 80s by tomorrow afternoon. 81 in Millsboro and Delmar. A little cooler along the beaches, Fenwick Island 70, 72 in Bethany Beach, Dewey Beach at 69. So that's where it's going to be a little cooler near the Atlantic Ocean, while inland it's a little milder, and clouds do start to increase a little bit into Saturday night as our winds are coming out of the north for today, not especially strong, and then they become more variable with time. At times they're out of the north, out of the west, and we have a sea breeze at times too. So it really depends on your location, but we are seeing a stronger southwest wind eventually bringing in that warmer air, and by Sunday we're looking at clouds, and I think the rain will hold off until the evening, and then it starts to build in later Sunday into Monday. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, mid-70s today, lower 80s for the weekend and dry. Then Monday, a few showers, a better chance of storms by Wednesday and Thursday. We have an umbrella winner today. It is Jim from Lewis. Congratulations, Jim, on your brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thanks, Bob. Another opportunity for you to state your opinions on the proposed wind farm permit in Maryland. The Department of the Environment and U.S. Wind, that's the alternative energy company, will hold a meeting on June 13th about the air permit for the Maryland offshore wind project. This project, it'll have 121 wind turbines and 4 substations located 10 miles off the coast of Worcester County. Meeting is at the Ocean City Convention Center. It starts with an open house from 5:30 to 7 p.m.
South Bethany is looking for a new council member. The town council has a vacancy for a term that ends May 2025. Town says any interested candidates must submit letters by noon on June 20th, and applicants can email the town manager or deliver your letters to 402 Evergreen Road. Candidates must be 21 at least, a U.S. citizen, a registered voter, and have been a town voter for at least a year.
More to come this morning. Ocean City opens a new park ahead of peak season. We'll tell you about the kind of bike rules there that you need to know about.
Films, fundraisers, and fishing. Stay tuned for the cool things to do this weekend.
It's a fan favorite family affair.
Their family members have played the game at different times, and we've brought them together. I don't see a lot of quiet family dinners.
Friday at 7 on Coast TV.
Next Jeopardy, she's serious about fitness.
At this point, I can squat 1.5 times my body weight and deadlift twice.
That's exciting. But can she muscle through to a win? Wow.
Friday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
At FH Fur, we know that a dripping faucet isn't just a nuisance. It's your home crying for help. That's why we say no to dispatch fees and goodbye to diagnostic charges. With our Get a Plumber in Your Home for Free promise, we focus on what really matters, solving your plumbing woes. Whether it's a stubborn clog, a running toilet, or a water heater on the fritz, we bring knowledge, experience, and professionalism right to your doorstep, free.
Call Fur. FH Fur. FHFur.com.
What do you do when your tire goes flat? and there's no air anywhere. You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast and so convenient. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires on a single charge. It has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free, and we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-771-0865. That's 1-800-771-0865 or go to getbullseyepro.com.
On the next Into the Trenches.
Over the weekend, you've got the rivalry between Delmar and Laurel.
It seems like that game, the intensity level is different.
It's just like a big game. I almost feel like a state championship just playing that game, you know? We got to watch them take our trophy from just watch it.
We have had 3 of the most stressful weeks I've ever been around a football team in my life. You can do it right off the bat. Come on.
Into the Trenches, Thursday at 7:30 on DSN.
In Ocean City, the Bayside Park at 3rd Street is now open. You can explore the new park, which includes a new multi-court surface for both tennis and pickleball. I know you guys are excited about that. Reconstructed basketball courts and an expanded Ocean Bowl skate park.
All right, speaking of excitement, we're going to bring back First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. Boy, we got a great day going on. You know, whatever side of the peninsula you're on today, I think it's going to be spectacular. I got that feeling.
I think so too.
You got it. I mean, it's going to be a beautiful end to the month of May, guys. It's about as good as it gets for sure. And make sure you have the sunscreen. We're looking at a lot of sunshine today. Look at all the sun icons from Fenwick Island to Ocean City. You're beginning in the low 60s in Ocean City, then topping out in the low 70s. Fenwick Island, low 70s around noon, mid 70s at 5, so beautiful conditions there. Lewis starting out in the 60s, so a light jacket early on, and then 74 for your high or thereabouts, and the same for Rehoboth Beach as well. So a gorgeous ferry ride. Once again, UV index is high on the Bayside. Cambridge, gorgeous low 60s early, lower 70s later on, and pretty much identical numbers for Crisfield. Just a beautiful day, and that spills into the weekend looking pretty good. Saturday better than Sunday. More on your weekend forecast coming up in a few minutes.
What a great segue. Speaking of the weekend, not only have we reached the end of the week, we've reached the end of another great month here in Delmarva. National Fishing and Boating Week. It starts tomorrow.
Ooh, Denrex says anyone can fish without a fishing license Saturday and Sunday, though young fishers 16 and up must still have a free fin number. Coast TV's Mallory Metzner shows us some of the other cool things to do this weekend.
Explore new music, ocean arts, and kick back and enjoy short films. The weekend is here, so let's ride the wave of these coastal events. The second annual Milton New Music and Wind Fest will send kites flying above family picnics on Saturday, June 1st from 2 p.m. to dusk. It's a centennial celebration of Maestro Marshall Allen with the Sun Ra Orchestra, Janelle Lepin's Ensemble Volcanic Ash, and TK Blue and Faustina Dixon's premiere 100 for Marshall. Support local heroes with live music, food trucks, kids activities, a car show, and exciting cornhole tournaments. The 3rd annual Rally for Our First Responders returns to Hudson Fields on Saturday. Explore displays and demonstrations by fire rescue, EMS, and police teams. It all raises money for local firefighters and police. The PBR Challenger Series is back in Ocean City. Spectators can catch this competition in the inlet. Bull riders will go head-to-head with powerful bucking bulls. If you're looking for cool coastal crafts, check out these events. The Mid-Atlantic Sea Glass and Coastal Arts Festival is on Saturday and Sunday at the Lewis Historical Society. And the Bethany Beach Seaside and Coastal Arts Festival is on Saturday on the boardwalk. Go fish! Kids and their parents can reel in this free opportunity if they head to Milton Memorial Park Saturday morning. The 10th Andy and Opie's Kids Fishing Tournament will be divided into age groups with chances to win trophies and prizes. And Sunday is National Cancer Survivors Day, and you can help crush out cancer at some of these local bars and restaurants all weekend. Food and drink specials raise money for Cancer Support Community Delaware. The Slower Lower Film Festival is taking the stage at the Milton Theater Sunday night. Enjoy dramas, comedies, animation, and sci-fi films from the region's top filmmakers with a Q&A session to follow. And don't forget the Lewis Summer Concert Series is back in Stengo Park on Tuesday night starting June 4th. For full event lineups and schedules, just head over to CoastTV.com and click on this week's Cool Things to Do article.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
In our coastal communities, every wave has a tale. Coast TV brings these stories home, from the smallest shell in Ocean City to the lighthouse in Lewis. What happens here matters. Every moment, every detail is a chapter in our shared story. We're your neighbors, your friends, woven into the very sands of our community. Our stories are your stories, reflecting the heart and soul of our coastal life. Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
On the next Tamron Hall, are dating apps dead? She says things have gotten so bad she had to delete all of her dating apps multiple times. And he was so disappointed with online dating, he created an app where you can match with only him. I'm number 71 on your dating list? Plus, is it true that some apps are hiding their best singles behind a paywall?
What it will do is hide people that they know you're interested in.
The shocking truth next, Tamron Hall.
Friday at 3 on Coast TV.
Now on Coast TV News.
The only voice that matters is the voice of the jury, and the jury has spoken.
Democrat District Attorney Alvin Bragg after the historic day of unprecedented charges and an unprecedented verdict in the trial of former President Donald Trump.
Friday for Biden, the president preparing to host Super Bowl champs and is expected to make remarks on the Trump verdict.
It's a cool and mainly clear start to our day for Delmarva. High pressure is building in, meaning a beautiful Friday, and the weather continues nice right into the upcoming weekend. Forecast details on the way.
Road construction on Collins, it's a project in Bethany Beach. It's been planned for some time, so why are people now expressing frustration?
This is Coast TV News Today.
May 31st, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
It is 5:33 on this Friday. I had to check the time there. Thought I had it at the top of my head. Didn't.
Okay.
But whatever time it is, it's always a good time to break out Rebecca Black because it is Friday.
Yeah, it is. Sing it in your head, everybody, together. Ooh, you hear that? Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're gonna keep us on track.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I bet I'm just gonna leave. I'll leave it there.
Okay.
Because I don't want to drive the folks away.
No, they might be like, and it's stuck in my head now.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Oh, for that, you are welcome for that.
That's true. Hopefully you can just sing it in your car on your way to work. We're going to bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey, though. Bob, you want to give us a little tune, sing for us for this Friday?
No. I'm not familiar with that song you guys were just, well, Matt was trying to sing. But it's a great day to have a tune, have a song and in your step, as it will be a beautiful Friday. It's a chilly start to our day. 47 in Redden, 56 in Millsboro, 54 in Milton, and lower 50s back to Salisbury. You need that light jacket out the door. Lower 60s along the beaches. That's where it's a little warmer along the coast, as we do have a northwest breeze, lighter inland, but a little stronger along the coast. But it's a nice morning, mainly clear skies. I did notice just a few clouds coming coming in. And farther south, we have some clouds and showers off the North Carolina coast and off Delmarva, but that's well off the coast as we're watching high pressure building in, and that will ensure us of a gorgeous day. Futurecast, chilly start. Make sure you have that jacket, and you might need that jacket all day in a way, that light jacket, as temperatures warming through the 60s into the low 70s late morning. And then by the afternoon, I think we're into the mid 70s, inland areas from Salisbury to Millsboro, but a little cooler along the beaches. And heading out this evening, you'll definitely need that jacket as it cools off, and you'll need that sunscreen today. UV index is 9, very high. Burn time 10 minutes. Hat, sunglasses, sunscreen, fine shade, all that good stuff. We're in that very high range in the next several days. A couple of days like Sunday and Tuesday dip into the high range, so follow the following protection rules to stay safe in the sun.
Bob, thank you so much. Former President Donald Trump, who's also the presumptive 2024 Republican nominee, was convicted of 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. And this marks the first time a former president has been convicted of a crime. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg brought the criminal charges against Trump.
Former Trump attorney Michael Cohen was a key witness for the Democrat prosecutors in the trial. Cohen also was convicted of lying to Congress. He testified that Trump knowingly made payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels in an effort to cover up an alleged affair before the 2016 election. Cohen also testified that he stole money from the Trump organization.
Republicans are now rallying around the presumptive GOP nominee. In a statement, the Biden campaign, however, said it respected the rule of law.
This was a rigged, disgraceful trial.
I did my job. Our job is to follow the facts and the law without fear or favor.
And former President Trump will be sentenced on July 11th, and that's just 4 days before the Republican National Convention.
And while the unprecedented verdict is the first time a president has been convicted of a crime, Trump not alone when it comes to legal trouble. According to National Public Radio, in 1974, then President Richard Nixon was named as an unindicted co-conspirator. That was in regards to the Watergate scandal that included burglaries and illegal wiretaps of the Democrat National Committee. Then in 1998, the House approved 2 articles of impeachment for then-President Bill Clinton. One article was for perjury and another for obstruction of justice.
And all this happening while President Biden arrived in Rehoboth Beach Thursday. This was the scene at Gordon's Pond parking lot. Marine One landed with the president and First Lady Jill Biden on board. Biden today making a trip back to the White House. Then he's going to return to our coast in the evening and stick around here for the rest of the weekend.
Right now, construction is on Collins Street. That's underway in Bethany Beach, and this is to create walking and biking lanes. The town says that people currently walk and bike in the middle of the street. They claim that is a hazard.
Yeah, Coast TV's Elisa Weber shows us now, although the goal of the project is to promote safety, neighbors we spoke with are not happy with the construction.
Construction crews are now working on Collins Street to create pedestrian and bike lanes on each side. Although the goal of the project is to promote safety, Tom Murphy, who lives on Collins Street, does not think it's necessary.
The people walking in the street, although trolley drivers hated them, actually slowed traffic down, and people were used to it. They didn't care. It's just like paying a parking fine. People are used to people walking in the street, so they dealt with it.
But Bethany Beach Mayor Rosemary Hardiman says although there have not been major accidents on the street, having people walk and bike in the middle of the street is unacceptable.
It's a very heavily used pathway for pedestrians. The whole street is. People come from Bethany West and Turtle walk down Collins to Kent, over to Wellington and over to the beach.
Which is why the town decided to create 2 pedestrian lanes on each side of the street. People told Coast TV they were upset because they were losing some of their driveway. As you can see, there is a lot of construction going on here on Collins Street in Bethany Beach. And one neighbor told Coast TV he actually heard that some other neighbors on the street have hired a lawyer to protest against this project. A similar project was done right here on Cedarwood Street in Bethany. Glenn Brown, who also lives on Collins Street, says the only problem he has with the project is he will lose some of his street parking.
Now the pavement's 3-4 feet closer to the house, so that's what we lost as far as parking. We'll modify it to, make parking easier for us.
The town says they will work with neighbors, but a lot of the street parking people used was actually town property, and no one's private property is being taken.
Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
And the town expects the project to be done on June 14th there in Bethany Beach.
A similar pathway in Milford upset a lot of people too. According to previous reporting back in January, the city asked for public input on new bike lanes for Marshall Street. That project started in 2008, aimed to add bike lanes from Southeast 2nd Street to Watergate Boulevard South. But community members preferred street parking, noting limited driveway space and speeding issues.
Today, the Delaware State Fire Marshal will continue to work to determine the cause of a house fire in Millsboro that happened on Thursday. Take a look at the photos here. This is from the Indian River Volunteer Fire Company. That's some of the damage there. You can see firefighters. They had to work on the doorway to the home, which is on Washington Street Extended. This call came in around 11 a.m. from a person who was cutting their grass. Still more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up, we have shocking video of a barn fire in Massachusetts, and we're telling you how high those flames rose.
And officials are investigating after a manhunt in Hebron. We have the timeline of events according to law enforcement. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
On Coast Life, meet our adorable pet of the week and discover how you can give them a forever home. Plus, get the latest on the current real estate market and learn about an upcoming community event to raise awareness about mental health issues. Today at 4 on Coast TV.
Intruders are more likely to target homes with dark zones. Take the bullseye off your house and turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a high-tech security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. During the day, it's disguised as a high-tech security camera. It's completely wireless and installs in just seconds. Powered by solar panels, no batteries needed. It adjusts a full 360 degrees. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. But wait, we can also include a second one. Just pay a separate fee. Plus, we'll give you free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. So call 1-800-316-1548 or go to buybionic360.com.
Take the DSN app with you wherever you go and never miss a game from your favorite local team. Whether you're on the road, stuck at the office, or out with friends and family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live, so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV, download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
On the next, Tamron Hall, why singles say dating apps are dead.
They hide people they know you're interested in.
The shocking truth. Plus, he created an app where you can match with only him. Next, Tamron Hall.
Friday at 3 on Coast TV.
5:42, beautiful start to our Friday. Spicer Brothers came in Salisbury, lots of blue skies, 56 degrees. It's cool out there. Make sure you have your light jacket, especially in red, maybe even a heavier jacket there at 47 degrees, lower 60s at the coast, 52 in Delmarva right now. We've got a bit of a northwest breeze, so we've got high pressure to our west, and that's funneling the cool and dry air into Delmarva. Some clouds and showers off to our south, but high pressure keeping us really nice today. On the golf course, looking fantastic, but make sure you have your sunscreen. Looking at a lot of sunshine and very pleasant, 75. Call the Coast TV First Alert weather phone. It's free, I believe. It's sponsored by Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Tidal Health celebrating cancer survivors across Delmarva. An upcoming event will include refreshments, giveaways, butterfly releases. Monday, you can celebrate in Seaford from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tuesday, there are going to be 2 celebrations in Salisbury. The first one, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., and then the second one, 4 p.m. to 5:15 p.m., and then the celebration continues Wednesday in Berlin from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. to 2.
Hope you got all that. Cool. If you love fishing, here's something to get pretty excited about. June 1st through June 9th, it's National Fishing and Boating Week. In celebration of that, DNREC has designated June 1st and June 2nd as free fishing days. That's when anyone can catch fish without a license. Young fishers, though, you still must obtain a free fin number to participate this weekend.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
State semifinal action all over Delaware Diamonds yesterday. Both sides of the baseball semis faced off at Frawley Stadium in Wilmington, and we start with number 2 Sussex Tech and number 6 Caesar Rodney.
No score into the 6th inning, but the Riders break through first. Thanks to the bat of William Lorenz, the sophomore knocks in the only run of the day to propel the Riders to a 1-0 nail-biter victory. It's the first state title appearance for CR since 1994 and just their 5th in team history. And their opponent played just a few moments after this game concluded. On the other end, top seed Sussex Central against 13 seed Salesianum, and this one would need more than 7 innings to decide a winner, but in the 8th inning, it was Salesianum taking control. The Sallies rode an RBI single from Jude Swift to take the lead, and they'd go on to win it 7-5, meaning Salesianum will face off against Caesar Rodney in Saturday's state championship game. Make sure to follow along with all of our state final coverage through the weekend by following our socials at Delmarva Sports. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
Entertainment news now. We have David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
Moana 2 is already setting records. 178 million people viewed the first teaser trailer for the animated sequel in its first 24 hours online. That's more than for any other trailer in Walt Disney Animation Studios and Pixar history. The movie opens in theaters November 27th.
My real intentions once again wanna be near you.
The new Crowded House album is out. Gravity Stairs, featuring the single Teenage Summer, is in stores today. Also on sale, tickets for the band's Gravity Stairs tour, launching August 29th in St. Augustine, Florida.
Whoever comes across with the cash gets it. All you have to do is make the plan.
Who will rule the Texas Renaissance Festival? The quest to succeed King George, the owner about to retire, is the subject of Ren Fair. The 3-part documentary series launches Sunday on HBO and Max. Huzzahing in Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
A chilly start to the day, clear skies right now, 52 in Salisbury on our Title Health Cam. Beautiful end to the month of May, and that will continue into the beginning of June with a nice weekend on the way. Some showers possible later Sunday, nothing too significant. I'll have your forecast details in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico. What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast and so convenient. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires on a single charge. It has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free, and we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-771-0865. That's 1-800-771-0865 or go to getbullseyepro.com.
On the next, Tamron Hall, are dating apps dead? She says things have gotten so bad she had to delete all of her dating apps multiple times. And he was so disappointed with online dating, he created an app where you can match with only him. I'm number 71 on your dating list? Plus, is it true that some apps are hiding their best singles behind a paywall?
What it will do is hide people that they know you're interested in.
The shocking truth, next, Tamron Hall.
Friday at 3 on CoastTV.
Hey moms, you know those unforgettable face palms? Those moments that leave us both laughing and sighing. They're not just mishaps, there are shared stories. Share your unique mom moments with us. Go to coastlife.com/mom.
Time is now 5:48 on your Friday morning. Let's take a live look at Salisbury. I'll be there this afternoon, Bob, so I'm pretty glad that looks good. Looks like it's starting out great. going to stay great.
Starting out great, ending great, and in between looking really good as well, Paige, and looking like great visibility. What a fantastic way to wrap up the month of May, and this will continue right into the beginning of June. And it's so nice to get a break from that intense humidity that we see so many times this time of year, because now we start to get a little bit of a break. Here's our muggy meter. You see we're in the comfy range the next couple of days. You see that line right along the bottom of the graph there. So we're seeing dew point temperatures in the 40s and 50s, indicating very dry air. And then we start to see the line bouncing up a little bit into the muggy range later Sunday into Monday. Could see some showers there. Then it drops again a little bit Tuesday and then up again. So not oppressive humidity as we go through time, even into early next week. But look how chilly it is this morning. 47 in Redden, wow, 54 in Milton, Greenwood 53, 62 in Lewis, and 61 from Rehoboth down to Bethany Beach. As we do have a northwest wind with high pressure to our west, a little stronger in those exposed areas along the coast, but inland a light breeze, but it's not going to take much of a breeze to make you put on that light jacket. It is kind of cool this morning as we're seeing clear skies, a beautiful sunrise on the way, and we had a few clouds moving through earlier, even a few showers off the shore, off the eastern shore of North Carolina, off the Outer Banks there. Otherwise, it's sprawling high pressure that's protecting us, giving that gorgeous weather to us. We're seeing some showers across the plains down into Texas. It's going to take a little while for those clouds and showers to get here. Here's Futurecast this morning at 7 a.m. We're in the 50s, and then you can shed that jacket later in the morning as we warm through the 60s. By noon, lower 70s from Salisbury to Millsboro and Milton. 68 Bethany Beach, Dewey Beach around 65, and I think our landing spot for highs this afternoon around 74 or 75 away from the coast, but along the beaches we're in the 60s and 70s. And heading out for your Friday evening, grab that jacket. We're going to have a breeze and temperatures falling through the 60s. So it's going to be a little chilly and even cooler into Saturday morning with lower 50s. And then Saturday, a beautiful day. We introduce a little more humidity and temperatures into the low 80s and not as chilly going into Saturday night, as we'll start to see an increase in clouds a little bit at that time. But we're seeing northwest winds to north winds today, not too strong, and then they become more variable as we go through time. By Saturday morning, they're out of the west, and you can see that they are kind of all over the place as we go through your Saturday, turning out of the south, and then really turning out of the south as we go into your Sunday, and that will bring in more of the humidity as we go into Sunday morning with gustier winds late Sunday morning into the afternoon. And looking at Futurecast into the weekend, we're looking at clear skies Saturday, and then the clouds increase on Sunday. I think we're dry during the day, but a little system could give us some showers later Sunday into early Monday. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. Beautiful into the weekend. Mid-70s today, lower 80s Saturday and Sunday. More sunshine Saturday. And more clouds Sunday, and then some of those showers later Sunday into early Monday. 80 degrees and 79 Tuesday and dry, but then looks like the storms are back by Wednesday and Thursday with highs in the 80s.
Thank you, Bob. And up next, hundreds of drugs in the U.S. out of stock and hard to find right now. We'll show you how that's creating critical challenges for doctors and patients. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalas, Brockstead, and Federico.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
It's a fan favorite family affair.
Their family members have played the game at different times, and we've brought them together. I don't see a lot of quiet family dinners.
Friday at 7 on Coast TV.
Next Jeopardy, she's serious about fitness.
At this point, I can squat 1.5 times my body weight and deadlift twice.
But can she muscle through to a win? Wow!
Friday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
In our coastal communities, every wave has a tale. Coast TV brings these stories home, from the smallest shell in Ocean City to the lighthouse in Lewis. What happens here matters. Every moment, every detail is a chapter in our shared story. We're your neighbors, your friends, woven into the very sands of our community. Our stories are your stories, reflecting the heart and soul of our coastal life. Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, sharing joy coast-wide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Sponsored by Tidal Health.
Millions of people in the U.S. depend on prescription drugs to manage pain, treat medical conditions, even help them stay alive.
Yeah, of course, but the country's drug shortage is making it hard for some people to get the medication they need or pay for the drugs that are available. Alexa Lorenzo shows us what you could try to do for yourself and for others.
Filling certain prescriptions is an ongoing battle for doctors and patients in the U.S. According to the American Society of Health System Pharmacists, there are currently more than 250 medications on the nation's drug shortage list. The organization says 2023 marked the worst year for shortages in about a decade. The FDA says shortages are often linked to manufacturing and quality problems, delays, and discontinuations. Among the drugs on the list, 2 drugs used in chemotherapy, Adderall, which is used to treat ADHD and narcolepsy, lidocaine, a local anesthetic agent used to numb the skin and treat pain, and amoxicillin, which treats bacterial infections and is often prescribed to kids. Experts say drug shortages also mean higher prices. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, there's a 16.6% increase in the price of drugs involved in a shortage. And in some cases, alternative drugs were priced at least 3 times higher. Health experts offer these tips. Check the National Drug Shortage List for your medication and possible alternatives. Don't wait until your prescription is almost gone to refill it. Check other pharmacies for availability. And if you can't find the generic version, look for coupons or programs that offer payment help. With tips to help you find and afford your medications, I'm Alexa Lorenzo reporting.
It's now 5:56 this morning. We're going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day is coming to us from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. On your screen right now is 2-month-old Charmander. Look at this little tabby girl. Charmander's ready to Pokemon Go home with you today, Paige.
Yeah.
BV SPCA Summer Mega Adoption Event taking place in a couple weeks, June 15th. And the 16th also, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The organization says adoption fees will only be $35, and over 1,000 pets will be looking for their forever home.
Yes.
Now, full disclosure here.
Yes.
Paige had to help me with those Pokemon references.
I didn't know you weren't a Pokemon person.
I'm not, but
yeah.
Thank you for helping me out.
No, of course. Well, you don't have to be a Pokemon person to adopt Charmander. Look how cute she is. I know, I love that. So, hey, don't forget, send us pictures of your pets on Delmarva. We love seeing them, and tell us what makes them so special.
Right. I'm not opposed to Pokemon, just to clarify,
Yeah.
but you can look at that QR code there, get your furry friend to us, and watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
All right, moving on from Pokemon to weather. It's 5:57. A quick look at your forecast now before you head out the door.
All I can say is, what a way
Yes.
to start the weekend. Bob, you're tracking this for us.
I'm going to say 2 months of beautiful weather for our area. How about that? May and June. Yeah, I see what I did there. Yeah, looking great. We are cool this morning. You need that jacket. Temperatures in the 50s, even some 40s well inland, and then lots of sunshine today. A bit of a northerly breeze. Mid-70s is our landing spot, around 75. Lots of sunshine. Enjoy. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. A little muggier into the weekend with lower 80s. More sunshine Saturday. Clouds Sunday. Some showers later Sunday into Monday. And then next week, basically upper 70s and lower 80s. A little muggier. Better chance of storms Wednesday into Friday.
All right, thank you, Bob. And coming up in our next hour, search on the eastern shore, the manhunt that led to this effort near Hebron. That and more as we continue on Coast TV News today.